Hi, this is Tom along with Daily FX, and today I'd like to share with you something very, very special, but something not a lot of people are aware of that we can use in our trading. Most of us are aware of the fundamental analysis that traders use to help determine the future market move, and most of us are aware of technical analysis. But there's one more point here that a lot of experienced traders use, and that's the sentiment of other traders in the market. Traders who come from the futures markets may be familiar with the commitments of traders, or the COT, which measures what large traders and small traders are doing. Not what they're feeling, not actually what they're saying, but their open positions, and kind of get a gauge for what traders are thinking. Option traders are used to put-call ratios, which measures the number of puts that traders are buying, along with the number of calls to kind of get a feel for what they're thinking about the markets. And in the stock market itself, we know the short interest ratio, which is traders that are using short positions to kind of get a feel for the sentiment of the traders in the stock market. Well, in the FX market, we have the same thing. In FXCM, we call it SSI, which is the Speculative Sentiment Index. And this measures the number of open positions in all the currency pairs, or particularly the ones that have the high volume, because those signals are usually a little bit more reliable. But it compares the number of open buy positions with the number of open sell positions. And we get a ratio. Otherwise, a ratio of like +3 would mean that there are 3 times as many buy positions open in that currency pair as there are in sell positions. And if it was a -3, that would be 3 times as many sell positions open than there are buy positions in that particular currency pair. Now, unfortunately, this is a contrarian indicator, just like the commitments of traders to put-to-call ratio and short interest, meaning the more open positions there are on the buy side of a currency pair, unfortunately, that means that the pair has a tendency to move to the downside. Okay? Why would this be? It's because new traders, instead of trading with the trend, get into the habit of trying to pick tops and bottoms. This is not new to FXCM. This is not new to FX. This goes in the futures, in stocks, in options, and with all firms. Now, this is a very valuable piece of information because what we want to look for is in extremes. Otherwise, the more traders or the more positions on the buy side that are open on the sell side, the odds are that the market is going to move in the other direction. Okay? This is very valuable information that all firms accumulate and use in their trading, but as far as I know, FXCM is the only firm that releases this to their traders to help them become better at trading. Okay? Now, one thing to keep in mind, that this is not a timing indicator. Just because we see in a ratio go extreme, say above +3 or below -3, it does not mean that the trader should automatically jump into the market at the same time. The way I use it in my approach to trading is I use it to confirm the direction of the trend on the daily chart. Otherwise, these are the extremes that I look for. I look for a +3 or I look for a -3. Again, a +3 would mean 3 times as many open buy positions as sell positions, and we're looking for the market to go down. A -3 would be 3 times as many sell positions as buy positions, and I would look for the market to go up. When that contrarian direction also matches up with a strong trending market, I'm looking for to buy or sell that currency pair, and sometimes it doesn't matter what approach I use. I just need to be a seller when I see a strong downtrend and an SSI reading of +3 or higher, or I need to be a buyer when I see a strong uptrend and an SS reading of -3 or lower. Okay, so I'm looking for the extremes in the markets to help increase my chance of success on the trade. Now, where do I find this information? You can find it at Daily FX. It's released every Thursday, and that is our free website, which is geared toward FX research. And it has it. If you look up on the top, you'll find a sentiment. But for those live clients at FXCM, we release this information twice a day, Monday through Friday, on the Daily FX Plus site. Okay, but again, it's not a timing indicator. Once a week is usually good enough. But obviously, if we see it a couple of times a day, we can be a little bit quicker on the trigger to see when these the SSI reading reaches those extreme levels and be able to take advantage of it a little bit quicker than those who are not FXCM clients. It's just our way of helping all of our clients become better traders. That's how I use SSI. I really recommend you take a look at it because it is something a little bit different than fundamental or technical analysis, and it's very, very valuable, as most experienced traders know. Again, this is Tom Long with Daily FX, and good luck with your trading.